Hi everybody, this is AJ with Car Inspected. Today we're here in Brampton and we're looking at this 2011 Subaru Impreza. It's got 166,000 kilometers on it. Overall decent condition. It's got a couple of dings and scrapes, a little beat up visually, but I see no major accidents or anything like that. Everything looks to be pretty good. Okay, we're back. Had the lights on. So yeah, I did paint thickness verification. I don't see any major accidents, but there are some signs of bumps and bruises, as you see on this front bumper. Headlights are getting a little faded. A couple of chips and things on this leading edge of the hood. There's also another little bump right here. Tried to be covered by a sticker, but we found it. Little tiny bits of rust starting here and there. Some's been touched up right there. There's a couple of dings, dents on this passenger's front door. One there, and then one on this body line here. So we got a couple of visual things going on. Nothing major, but there's a couple of things here and there. There's a scratch on this quarter panel. Roof looks pretty good. Rear bumper does have evidence of couple of back ends or something like that. You can see the paint is cracked on the bottom here, and a lot of it's generally kind of dirty on the outside. I think if you clean it up, it'll look a lot better, but we have no major rust or anything. A couple little spots I showed you, but nothing too crazy. This side looks pretty decent except for the rocker panel. It is kind of pushed in throughout most of the length of it, so it did kind of probably slid off the road or something and hit a curb or something like that. Structurally looks okay, but it is dented in there. Windows looks to be all original. They are all Subaru tinted, but all look to be in good condition. They all seem to work with no major issues. Tires on it right now are snow tires. 2017s, and there's about 9/32 of tread on this one. Overall looks pretty good. You're not going to see it through these rims, but front brakes are brand new with no signs of issue. Undercarriage looks pretty good. It's been oil sprayed, so I don't see any major rust or anything like that. I don't see any major leaks. Axle boots, etc. look pretty good. So everything looks pretty good under there. You'll see more photos. I took a bunch. Here we are on the passenger front side. This is also a 2017 matching Hankook. This one has about 10/32 of tread, so a little bit more. Hubcaps are okay. Couple scrapes on, things like that, but brakes are also brand new in here. And with this side, same thing. I see no suspension damage or any noticeable issues. Undercarriage looks pretty good. I don't see any rust or rot. Exhaust is doing okay for its age. Overall looks pretty decent. Back here looks pretty good. And we are passenger side. Rear tire, again, about 10/32 of tread, 9 to 10. And also 2017 matching Hankook. Rear brakes are brand new as well, so brand new brakes all around, pretty good tires all around. Everything looks pretty good back here as well. Axles look good, CV joints look good. Everything seems to be a little surface rust, things like that in the rear. Nothing too crazy. The exhaust pipe here, a little bit of kind of surface rust on it. Might need to be replaced within a year or so maybe, but it's okay for now. And again, suspension, everything looks good back here. There we have the left rear tire, the driver's side rear tire, and it's matching to the rest, 9 to 10/32, and 2017 Hankook. There's the date there. And under these rims are brand new brakes in the rear as well. This hubcap's a little crack there, you can see. And the rest of the undercarriage here, just like the rest, no major issues. All looks pretty good for its age. Look in the interior. The hatch is a little heavy to open. I guess these struts aren't quite what they used to be. They don't quite hold it up. Once you put it up, it's up. They also look a little bent, so they probably get stuck and people have been pushing on them. So it probably does need some new struts. See, it kind of holds it up, but not overly confident about it. Carpet, some dirt and stains. Looks like pet hair is throughout it, so there was probably a dog or something that was living in this car with the person. Well, not living in, but you know what I mean. Spare tire looks good. No issues. Headliner also looks good. I see no major damage. Everything looks pretty decent. A couple of scratches here. I'm putting stuff inside. The tint is a little damaged. And the rear hatch, everything looks pretty good. There's also no rust or anything in the rear hatch. So everything there looks pretty good. Rear seats, other than pet hair, they look like they're in pretty good condition. Door panels look nice. Seats, again, look nice. They've been vacuumed a little bit, but there is still plenty of pet hair in here. And the seats do operate and fold down just as they should. Everything's good. Floor looks good on this side. No major rips or tears or anything like that. Interior overall is in pretty good condition. Passenger front looks pretty good. Seat looks good. No rips or tears. A little bit of rust from some moisture on the mounts. We got all-weather mat, a Subaru mat, all-weather Subaru mat there, and then the Impreza mat under there. Summer mat. So everything looks pretty good. Carpet's not bad at all. Glove box, everything like that. Opens and closes as it should. I don't see the owner's manual, but dash top, all that stuff looks pretty good. This door panel also looks good. No signs of issue. As well as the driver's side of the rear seat also looks nice, and everything seems to fold down and work as it should. We do have floor mat here, and underneath the carpet looks pretty good. No signs of any issue. Like I said, the interior is pretty much in good condition throughout. All looks pretty nice. Floors, again, look pretty decent. A little bit of salt staining there, but nothing too crazy. And the seats look good as well on the driver's side. No wear and tear. Everything seems to look pretty good. Radio and everything seems to work right. Console looks good. Everything works out well. Starts up a little bit of a slower start. Might be from a bit of battery, but for the most part, it runs and drives. Well, not drive. I haven't driven it yet. We're about to take it on a test drive, but everything seems to be kosher so far. Radio works. So everything works. AC works. Heat works. So everything that needs to work seems to work. We're gonna pop the hood real quick. Let's see what we got under there. So here we go. For the most part, engine looks pretty clean. Belts and hoses look good. No signs of issue. Looks like there's a little spillage from an oil change here and here. That's what I think that is. I tested the oil and it's nice and clean. Does look like a fresh oil change, and we got a green light with that. There is a bit of an animal nest kind of down in there, and a little bit of a leak around this, looks like a temperature sensor here. So you see there is that little bit of leak there. Nothing too big, but it is there. Hoses look good. Everything else looks pretty good. Back here, everything's nice. No major leaks. Seems to run smoothly. No rust or anything in here. Everything looks pretty good. Tested your coolant, and it's nice and clean, a good -43. We've got a CAA battery, September 2017. It was sitting at 12 and charging at about 14.6. So terminals are okay, not bad. Brake fluid was sitting at 0% humidity, so again, looks pretty good, no signs of issue. A little dry rot on some of these rubber parts here, just from age. Tops of the struts shouldn't be much of an issue though. Evidence of that animal right here in the hood pad. Everything else looks pretty decent. So there you have it. A little bit of rust starting on this lip too, by the way. Not much, but there is evidence of it. So there you have it. 2011 Subaru Impreza. We're gonna take it for a ride now. Make sure it works. Make sure it drives well. As usual, this is AJ with Car Inspected. Thanks for watching. We'll see you next time.